Hey everyone, welcome to our Shen gameplay video. So currently, he is being used in the Baron lane and in the support. And in this video, we are trying to make him work in the jungle. And let's see if he's gonna be an effective jungler and if he can fight the meta junglers right now. So the first item that I want to buy is Sunfire since he's a tank jungler. And Sunfire would help his clear go faster. And since he's also an unorthodox jungler, the opponent tries to invade, but Ari spots them. Unlucky, Ari uses a flash. And one trick that I would want to tell you guys is the 15-second trick, wherein you use your first skill at the 15 seconds, and then when the camps go out, you have your 3 hits on your first skill, and then you have another 3 hits because your first skill has finished the cooldown. So basically, you could hit the camps 6 times using your first skill, and that would make your initial clear faster. So the number one problem with Shen in the jungle is his clear is on the slower side, wherein it would take some time to clear the camps as compared to the usual junglers that people use like Lee Sin, Kha'Zix, Jax, etc. etc. So the clear that I'm doing right now is the red side clear, which is a very safe clear. Even though if my blue side gets invaded, it's no problem. I don't need blue that much since I'm an energy-based champion. And what's on my mind right now is I would want to get my level 5 as soon as possible because that is where Shen becomes a lot more impactful since I would be able to farm while having a threat to help my team, and that's when I can counter gank. So Kayle gets ganked. She has a very weak laning phase against Riven. Xin Xiao does a good gank. So I know I have a weak top side. So I decided to just clear my bot side. I'll probably not go top. I know Xin Xiao is the top side, so I go for the bot cut. And then if you can see here, I didn't go for my second skill yet because I want to make my clear as fast as possible. So I went with a level 2 on my first skill. So most likely I'll probably get it on my level 4. So Kayle dies again, but my bot has a big priority. Corki's out of position, I get the kill, we force the flash. So at least we're able to get a counter kill this time, even though our Kayle dies a second time. Most probably getting camp. Action tries to gank. I try to counter, but I see Karma's there, so I just go away. I can't help. Action's level 5, and I try to turn on the Karma since I see Xin Xiao on the top side. Top side again. So we get the Karma. Ari is also on the bot side. So at least we get another trade, but the problem is that our top is having a hard time. So I try to counter kill. I second skill, so my Thresh doesn't die. Action gets a last hit. I get a counter. And Xin Xiao, he knows that I'm on my bot side, so he invades my top side, and I have zero top side prior, and my Kayle is feeding currently 1 death a minute, but it's okay as long as I still have Kayle is strong in the late game, so even though she's behind, she'll be able to catch up. So I see bot lane Lucian 1v2, and this is the strength of the Shen jungle. I do E flash, I'm able to get the Karma, but my E doesn't hit the Corki. I have a slight misplay. I tried to greed a bit, but I should have just run away. The Gatling gun gets me, so even though Kayle is dying on the top side, we're getting a trade in the bot side. And this is why I want to play on my strong lane. So I get my Aegis, Sunfire Aegis, which is very helpful since it makes me more tanky and it helps me clear my jungler much more easily. So I do the double first skill trick again, wherein I stack my first skill. I'm able to use my first skill 6 times to help clear the camps. And my game plan right now is to focus on the bot side. Top is in dead lane. Most likely, even though I go top, I'm a tank. I don't have damage items. We wouldn't be able to get the Riven. So I stay on my bot side. Most likely I'll get the objectives since we have a stronger bot side. Unless the Riven decides to come. So my ulti is down. But it's no problem. It was worth, and it just shows how strong Shen is when he's level 5 since I was able to convert the a 1v2 into our favor. So top dies again. So action out of position. I'm able to CC with Thresh. We're able to zone them out. Karma gets a good ulti, but they're outnumbered. We have a stronger bot side. So we continue the dragon. So Xin Xiao knows that they have a stronger top side, so he decides to go for the Rift Herald while I go for the Infernal Dragon. So very close game for both sides. So my team is fighting. I try to taunt. Corki flashes out, and then Riven flashes in. So this is where Riven tries to interfere with the bot side since top lane is already pushed. So she gets a kill onto me, and currently 5-0 in 5 minutes. So looking very scary for us since Riven is a snowball champion and he's very, very strong right now. So Xin Chao has good priority. He even pushes our mid, gets 2 towers. Most likely, yep, he gets 2 towers. And we're very, very behind in terms of the trade. So one thing to note here is that I didn't realize this game, but one thing that you could do with Shen is you could use your second skill on your allies. Because in the League PC version, it's always targeted on yourself or where the Spirit Sword is placed. But in here, you could actually cast your second skill on the ally if you want to protect them. So Riven goes into the Lucian. I use my ulti. So we try to turn the fight. Karma gets a great ulti, but I have a taunt. So nice by Thresh. We're able to get to convert the kill. Riven tries to go to our strong side and she gets punished. And this is why I'm saying you would always want to play on your strong side because we get a really, really good shutdown and we get back into the game because of the overextension that they did. So I tank the tower even though my taunt doesn't hit as long as I get the aggro so my team can get the kill and we can get back into the game. So Shen's damage is very, very underrated. It may seem really weak at first, but if he sticks to you with the Sunfire plus the first skill, actually hurts a lot. So the second item that I'm doing here is the Divine Sunder because it not only gives him HP, it also gives him more damage, which helps with my clear as well, which is overall very good for my kit, and it helps me carry the game. As much as I would want to go pure tank, my top side is way behind, and what we need to do now is to stall for our top to be able to get back into the game. So, one thing to note when playing Shen is that when you're in a team fight, you would always want your first skill to hit the opponents because you would get additional attack speed if your Spirit Sword hits the opponent. Because if it doesn't hit the opponent, you hit really slow, as you can see. But if it hits an opponent, you get a lot of attack speed, which would help with your DPS. So always use the first skill. Your usual combo is third skill into first skill into second skill. Wherein since the enemy taunted is forced to attack you, your second skill would be useful, so you can easily dodge their basic attacks. So another team fight in the mid lane. So I check. My ult is not yet up. Riven tries to force a team fight. She flashes in. My dual lane extends and they get punished for that. So I don't go further. I was waiting for my ulti a bit, but it's good. Okay, I think even though I have ulti, it would still be hard. So another tip about the ulti is that the shield is stronger when the lower your ally's opponent is, the stronger the shield. And it's something that scales off of HP. So HP items are very good on Shen because it not only increases the shield of your passive, it also increases the shield of your ulti, and it also scales with the damage of your third skill. So there are three skills that scale with your HP. That is why I'm going for the HP items on Shen. So one thing about the ulti is it's something that when you use Shen for the first time, it might be something you need to get used to because the ulti is global and it's something that you need to target the icons instead of dragging it. Because usually if you have Galio ulti, if you use Galio, TF, you would drag the ulti globally. But in here you have to target the icons. You can't drag the ulti to your opponent. So you always need to check where the icon of the opponent of the teammate that you would want to ulti is. Okay? So the opponent playing on their top side again. So we go for the bot side. I try to get the dragon. So we get a dragon for second tower trade. They get the second herald. It's good for us because what we need to do right now is to scale. Xin Xiao overextends. I protect myself. I can dodge the Xin Xiao combo. And I'm kind of out of position. I look at the kill. She's extended, but I get attacked in return since it's a channeling. Luckily, I survive. And we're able to get out safely. So, checking if the opponent wants to overextend. They don't overextend. Our duo bot went for the top side since Riven is pushing by herself. And she has Hullbreaker. So, which means most likely she'll always push the top side. So looking at the score, 14-13, things are looking even, but we're way behind in the tower since we've only broken one tower while they already have gotten 4 of our towers. So our opponents are also playing well. They're playing to their win condition, which is to help the Riven go further. But it's no problem for us because what we just need to do is to scale since we have a Kale in the late game. So even though Kale is behind, she's already getting her items back. She's getting her lead, already level 9. Even though she's still behind, we just need to let her scale. So she's 0-6 already, but it's 4v5 game. But I think this is still a very winnable game since we have a lot of items. So uh third item, I went for the stone plate since we don't have a tank, and stone plate, as I said, gives HP, and you know what HP does? HP helps us. It scales our skills, and so generally you'd want to get either stone plate or proto belt. Proto belt is good if you're ahead since you could go for a proto belt dash taunt Protable Taunt combo. But if it's a tight game like this and you don't have a front line, Gargoyle is a much safer pick. So here is where Shen shines. So even though I'm separated on my team, since I have my ultimate, I could easily help them if there's a team fight. So I just split push the bot and insert pressure, while the opponent is forced to either force a 5-man on the top side, or they can try to go bot and try to gank me. So I have no vision. I don't want to force the issue. I look at their positioning and I try to look for a flank. So Kill gets ganked. I double check if I would want to ulti. I decide not to because they're already very low and they're out of position. So they go down. I save my ulti for another time. And I just go back to farming my camp. So what's nice about Shen Jungle is that you could focus farming your camps when your ulti is off cooldown. You could either just split or farm your camps or just add pressure in the map. You don't need to stay with your teammates. Unlike the other usual junglers, you would always want to stick close to your team since you don't have your ulti. So my team goes in. I try to look at them. I look at the FF. So since I was going into the Lucian wherein I need to protect, I get a good 2-man taunt with my stone plate. I'm very tanky. I'm tanking all the damage, even though Carb gets a root. And I'm able to protect my team. And that's how strong the Shen ultimate is right now. And my shield is really strong as well. And one neat trick that I did there is that you could taunt flash. And all I need to do is to stick with the carries and soak damage. Since I have my taunt, I have slow and the second skill as well to negate their damage. So we're able to win the team fight really, really well. We did a great team fight. And we're slowly getting the lead. I think we're even in the lead right now. And level 2, the Shen's level 2 ulti is a lot shorter than the level 1 ulti. The problem with level 1 Shen ulti is that it takes a lot of time. It's 100 or 120 seconds, which is a lot of time, especially in wildrift. But once you get your level 2, level 3 ulti, the cooldown is a lot faster, and it's something that could be up anytime. So even though I used my ulti a while ago, Dragon is up, and my ulti will be up in 10 seconds. So Dragon, they're training it. I could just go be a meat shield. Look at all the damage I'm soaking and all the damage I'm tanking. We get the Xin Chao down. I focus on the Dragon since it's already a 4v5. We secure the Dragon. I check for the Ahri. Look at the shield, half HP. That's how big the shield is. Even though I get interrupted, it's okay because the ulti is good for two things. It's good for me helping my ally, and it gives a big shield. Especially the bigger the HP, the bigger my HP, the bigger the shield. And the lower my teammates' HP, the bigger the shield as well. So it's all good. We're able to get the tower. We're able to get the team fight. Even though the opponent got a really good head start, if we're able to play to our win conditions, which is Shen. And even though they focus the carry, I also have a lot of damage since I have Sunfire plus Divine Sunder, which does a lot of damage. And I'm able to proc the Divine Sunder easily because the cooldown of my skills are not that long. My first skill, so I can go my first skill plus Divine Sunder, which will hurt a lot. And I think we're ahead at this time. We're able to take the bot tower. Ahri dies, but it's okay. I try to chase, but he's too far, he's too fast. So I decide to just go back. So one thing that I usually do here is that I go for Deadmans. But before that, Riven tries to get me. I use my stone plate. I'm ready to tanky. Thresh has a good lantern. I'm able to get out. But Ahri is currently down. Still have a 1-for-1 trade. At least action dice. And I go for the Randuin because they're currently a pure all AD lineup. So Randuin is good since they're going for crit. And I have my ulti, even though they're getting me to a low HP. I'm able to respond really easily. We're able to get 2 kills, 3 kills for the Lucian. I just peel. I just peel for my ADC, and easy peasy. We're able to turn it again, even though we're down 1 man. It's no problem for us because I have my ulti and I can easily help my team. And once my ulti is level 3, I think it's only 70 to 80 seconds, which is really good. 1 minute cooldown. It allows me to always have ulti as much as possible. So we're able to get the... So we don't go for the Baron, we go for the end since all of them are down. And that is it. So Shen looks like a really good pick. Possible in the jungle. The only problem is that he has a slow clear. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that is it for me. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.